Good afternoon everyone. Kitanoumi Toshimitsu, May 16, 1953, November 20, 2015, born Toshimitsu Obata Toshimitsu, was a Japanese professional sumo wrestler. He was the dominant wrestler in the sport during the 1970s. Kitanoumi was promoted to Yokozuna at the age of 21. Becoming the youngest ever to achieve sumo's top rank. He won 24 tournament championships during his career and was one of a series of truly great yokozuna who came from Hokkaido, the largest and northernmost prefecture of Japan. At the time of his death he still held the records for most tournaments at yokozuna, 63, and most bouts won as a yokozuna, 670. But they have since been surpassed. Following his retirement in 1985 he established the Kitanoumi stable. He was chairman of the Japan Sumo Association from 2002 until 2008, and again from 2012 until his death. Born in Sobetsu, Yusa District, Kitanoumi began his professional sumo career in January 1967 at 13. Whilst still in middle school, he joined Miyageski stable, and was promoted to sumo's second highest Juryo division in May 1971 and the top Mikachi division a year later. He won his first top division Yosho or tournament championship in January 1974 and was promoted to Ozeki immediately afterwards. He secured promotion to Yokozuna just 3 tournaments after that. At 21 years 2 months, he was the youngest ever Yokozuna, beating the previous record held by Taiyo by 1 month. Kitanoumi was the most successful wrestler in sumo for the rest of the 1970s. His dominance, and perceived stern demeanor, meant that he was not that popular with the general public. When he was defeated by underdog Takanohana in a playoff for the championship in September 1975, the audience threw so many zabuton, or cushions, into the ring in delight, that Kitanoumi said he could hardly see the ceiling. He was known for not offering a defeated opponent a hand to get back to their feet, and was also notoriously monosyllabic when being interviewed by reporters. His best year was 1978, when he won 5 of the 6 tournaments and won 82 out of a possible 90 bouts. A record that stood until 2005. His chief rival during these years was Wajima, but Kitanoumi was much more consistent. He was heavy at 169 kilograms, was extremely strong and had excellent balance. He was also remarkably injury-free and rarely missed a tournament. From July 1973 until September 1981 he chalked up 50 consecutive kikikashi, or tournament records of at least 8 wins out of 15, which was a record for the top division until 2015, when Hikuo reached 51 consecutive kikikashi. By the beginning of the 1980s he had a new rival, Chiyano Fuji, who earned promotion to Ozeki and then Yokozuna by defeating him in decisive matches in January and July 1981. In November 1981 Kitanoumi withdrew from a tournament for the first time. After that his record was patchy, with many absences. His 24th and final title came in the May 1984, with a perfect 15-0 record. This was seen by many as a fitting end to a great career and he wanted to retire after that tournament, but was persuaded by the Sumo Association to carry on until the opening of the new Ryugaku Kakujikan Stadium in January 1985. 3 days into the tournament, without winning a match, he announced his retirement. He had been ranked as a yokozuna on the Banzuke in 63 tournaments, which remained the most in history until Hikuo surpassed it in May 2018. During his career he had won 951 matches, the most in history at the time. He was overtaken by Oshio in 1987. Of those victories, 804 came in the top division, a record broken by Chiyano Fuji in 1991. and 670 of those came at the Yokozuna rank. Kitanoumi was honored for his great achievements by being offered membership of the Japan Sumo Association without having to purchase a share. Ikadai Toshiori. He was the second rikishi after Taiyo to be given this honor. As a result, he was able to keep his sumo name after retirement. He opened up his own training stable, Kitanoumi Stable, taking several wrestlers from Miyageski Stable who had already been under his wing. Kitanoumi Stable is one of the largest in sumo, and has produced a handful of top division wrestlers over the years, such as Magashi Iriganiu, Kitazakura and Kitateki. He also inherited Russian wrestler Hikarozen, who joined the stable in 2006. In 2002 Kitanoumi became head of the Sumo Association. He was the first chairman under the age of 50 in half a century, and his appointment was widely welcomed. However, he came under pressure after a series of scandals hit sumo. These included the behavior of Yokozuna Asashiro, who was suspended for 2 tournaments in 2007 but then allowed to return to Mongolia, the death of junior wrestler Takeda-zun at Takatsuke's stable, and the dismissal of several top wrestlers for using cannabis. 4. When it became clear in September 2008 that one of them was his own wrestler Hikarozen, whom he had previously backed, Kitanoumi resigned his post, apologizing for the trouble I have caused to the Sumo Association and to fans. He remained on the board of directors, in charge of running the Osaka tournament, but had to resign from that position in April 2011 after another of his wrestlers, Kitanoumi, was found guilty of match fixing and forced to retire from sumo. After Hanrigoma stepped down in February 2012, Kitanoumi returned to the role of chairman, becoming the first person to head the association.